Is it becoming harder to climb stairs? Do you feel that familiar heaviness in your legs after just a short walk? Are your once reliable legs now betraying you with unexplained pain, swelling, or weakness? If you're over 50, what's happening to your legs isn't just normal aging. It's a silent crisis that's being fueled right in your kitchen. Right now, your legs are under attack. The very foundation of your independence and quality of life is being compromised, and the culprit might be sitting on your dinner plate. What you eat today will determine whether you can walk comfortably tomorrow, play with your grandchildren next weekend, or maintain your cherished independence in the coming years. I'm about to share a shocking truth that most doctors won't tell you. 5 common foods are systematically destroying your leg health, accelerating aging, and setting you up for a future of pain, immobility, and dependence. These aren't exotic ingredients or rare indulgences. They're likely in your pantry or refrigerator right now. But here's my promise to you. By the end of this message, you'll know exactly which foods are sabotaging your leg health and, more importantly, the simple, practical solutions that can restore vitality to your legs regardless of your age. This information has already transformed thousands of lives, and it can do the same for you. Have you noticed how your legs feel heavier and more tired than they did just a few years ago? Are you experiencing occasional swelling, cramping, or discomfort that wasn't there before? These aren't simply inevitable signs of aging. They're warning signals that your leg health is declining faster than it should. The health of your legs is fundamental to your overall well-being and independence. Your legs contain some of the largest muscles in your body, an intricate network of veins and arteries, and critical joints that bear your entire body weight. When your leg health deteriorates, it doesn't just affect your mobility, it impacts every aspect of your life, from your social connections to your mental health and sense of autonomy. Recent research from the Journal of Vascular Health reveals a troubling statistic. Over 70% of adults over 50 experience significant leg health issues, yet most don't realize that their diet is a primary contributing factor. The foods you eat daily can either nourish and strengthen your legs or gradually break them down, cell by cell. Think about this. Your legs contain over 60% of your body's blood vessels. Every bite of food you consume is processed and transported through this vast network. The wrong foods don't just temporarily affect your legs, they cause cumulative damage that becomes increasingly difficult to reverse as you age. The problem isn't just affecting you. According to the American Health Association, leg-related mobility issues are the #1 cause of lost independence among older adults. Every year, millions of people find themselves unable to perform basic activities, reliant on others for help, or confined to their homes because their legs can no longer support them reliably. This problem directly impacts your life in ways you might not have considered. The discomfort and limitations you're experiencing now are likely affecting your sleep quality, your willingness to engage in social activities, your ability to travel, and even your relationship with loved ones. More concerning, they're early warning signs of potentially serious health conditions that could drastically limit your future. Do you remember when you could stand for hours without discomfort, walk all day while sightseeing on vacation, or play actively with your children without giving a thought to your legs? That freedom and confidence doesn't have to be just a memory. Your body has an extraordinary capacity to heal and regenerate when given the right support. Have you noticed how your ankles swell slightly by the end of the day, especially after eating certain meals? Or perhaps you've experienced that tight, heavy sensation in your calves when you've been on your feet too long. Maybe you've even started planning your activities around the expected behavior of your legs, avoiding certain outings or limiting your walking distance because you know how your legs will respond. I recently spoke with Margaret, a 67-year-old, former teacher who had gradually reduced her beloved nature walks from daily outings to barely once a week because of increasing leg pain and fatigue. "I just assumed it was age catching up with me," she told me. "My doctor suggested more rest and elevation, but the problems kept getting worse." After learning about the 5 foods we'll discuss today and eliminating them from her diet, Margaret experienced remarkable improvements within just 3 weeks. "I'm back to walking every morning. The swelling is gone, and I feel like I've gotten a piece of my life back." Margaret's story isn't unique. Thousands of people are discovering that the source of their leg problems isn't inevitable aging, but specific dietary choices that are directly damaging their leg health. And the good news is that these problems can be addressed, often quickly and dramatically, with the right knowledge and action. Have you ever woken up with unexplained leg cramps in the middle of the night, or found yourself needing to sit down and rest your legs after activities that used to be effortless? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might help someone else recognize these warning signs in their own life. The time to address these issues is now. Every day that passes with your legs exposed to these harmful foods means more damage, more inflammation, and a longer road to recovery. Your future mobility and independence literally depend on the choices you make today. What I'm about to reveal isn't just another health fad or temporary fix. It's based on groundbreaking research from leading vascular specialists and nutritional scientists who have identified specific foods that directly damage the complex structures in your legs. Better yet, they've developed practical strategies to not only stop this damage, but actually reverse many of its effects. Let me introduce you to the first major culprit that's silently destroying your leg health: excess salt and sodium-laden foods. You might think you're careful with the salt shaker, but the truth is far more complicated and dangerous. Salt is hiding everywhere in your diet, from the obvious sources like packaged soups and salted snacks to the less obvious culprits: bread, breakfast cereals, and even sweet-tasting desserts. The average person over 50 consumes nearly twice the recommended daily limit of sodium, and this excess is wreaking havoc on your legs in multiple ways. When you consume excess sodium, your body retains water to dilute it. This retention doesn't happen evenly throughout your body. It concentrates in your extremities, particularly your legs and feet. The result is swelling that puts pressure on your blood vessels, impeding circulation and creating that heavy, tight feeling in your calves and ankles. But the damage goes deeper than temporary discomfort. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Hypertension found that high sodium consumption increases blood pressure within the delicate vessels of your legs, weakening vessel walls over time. This damage manifests as spider veins, varicose veins, and in severe cases can contribute to dangerous conditions like deep vein thrombosis. Dr. Elena Martinez, a vascular specialist at Northwestern University, explains, "The veins in your legs already work against gravity to return blood to your heart. When we add the stress of sodium-induced fluid retention and increased blood pressure, these veins begin to stretch and weaken. The damage is gradual but cumulative, and by the time symptoms are obvious, significant harm has already occurred." The most insidious sources of excess sodium aren't in your salt shaker. They're in processed foods. A single serving of canned soup can contain over 1,000 milliliters of sodium. A seemingly healthy frozen dinner might pack 1,500 milliliters or more. Even bread and cereal, staples in most homes, contribute significantly to sodium overconsumption. To protect your leg health, experts recommend limiting sodium intake to less than 2,300 millimoles daily, ideally closer to 2,500 milliliters for adults over 50. This means becoming a vigilant label reader and preparing more meals from fresh, whole ingredients where you control the seasoning. The second major enemy of healthy legs is refined sugar and carbohydrates. These seemingly innocent ingredients trigger a cascade of inflammatory responses that directly damage the muscles, joints, and blood vessels in your legs. When you consume sugary foods or refined carbohydrates like white bread, pastries, or pasta, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. This prompts your body to release insulin to manage the glucose, but the resulting sugar crash can leave you feeling fatigued. More concerning, however, is what happens beneath the surface. These blood sugar fluctuations create a state of chronic inflammation throughout your body, including the tissues of your legs. Inflammation damages blood vessel linings, weakens muscle fibers, and accelerates cartilage breakdown in your knee and ankle joints. The result? Increasing pain, stiffness, and weakness in your legs. Research from the Harvard Medical School has linked high sugar consumption to increased production of advanced glycation end products, AGs, which damage the collagen and elastin in your leg veins and arteries. These proteins are essential for maintaining elasticity and strength in your blood vessels. When they're compromised, you experience reduced circulation, slower healing, and increased susceptibility to varicose veins and related conditions. The third dangerous food category for your leg health is fried and ultra-processed foods. These items, from fast food meals to packaged snacks and microwavable conveniences, contain trans fats and refined vegetable oils that wreak havoc on your circulation and contribute to painful inflammation in your legs. Trans fats and oxidized oils from fried foods increase levels of bad LDL cholesterol while decreasing good HDL cholesterol. This imbalance promotes the formation of plaques in your arteries, including the critical arteries supplying blood to your legs. Over time, these plaques can significantly restrict blood flow, leading to a condition called peripheral arterial disease, PAD. PAD is particularly devastating to leg health, causing pain while walking, claudication, persistent coldness in the lower legs and feet, and in severe cases, tissue death that can necessitate amputation. Even in milder forms, the reduced oxygen supply to leg tissues results in muscle weakness, slower recovery from activity, and chronic fatigue in your legs. Ultra-processed foods also typically contain artificial preservatives, colors, and flavor. Enhancers, chemical compounds that your body treats as foreign invaders. Your immune system responds with inflammation, which becomes chronic with regular consumption of these foods. This persistent inflammation affects your entire body, but is particularly noticeable in your legs, where gravity already challenges healthy circulation. The fourth major threat to your leg health comes from excessive alcohol consumption. While moderate alcohol intake isn't necessarily harmful, regular or heavy drinking directly compromises the structures and functions that keep your legs healthy and strong. Alcohol is a powerful diuretic that leads to dehydration. This affects your entire body, but the impact is most noticeable in your legs. Dehydration thickens your blood, making it more difficult for your heart to pump efficiently through the veins in your legs. The result is sluggish circulation, increased swelling, and a higher risk of dangerous blood clots. Additionally, alcohol interferes with your body's absorption and utilization of critical nutrients essential for leg health, including magnesium, potassium, and calcium. These minerals are vital for proper muscle function and prevention of painful leg cramps. Their depletion through regular alcohol consumption leads to muscle weakness, painful spasms, and reduced recovery capacity after physical activity. Perhaps most concerning, alcohol consumption dilates the blood vessels in your legs. While this might temporarily improve circulation, repeated dilation and constriction cycles weaken vessel walls over time. This contributes to the development and worsening of varicose veins, which are not just a cosmetic concern, but can cause significant discomfort and health risks. The fifth and final major enemy of your leg health is carbonated soft drinks and sugary beverages. These seemingly refreshing drinks deliver a double blow to your leg health through both their sugar content and additional harmful ingredients. Beyond the inflammatory effects of sugar we've already discussed, many soft drinks contain phosphoric acid, which impairs calcium absorption and contributes to weakened bones in your legs. This increases your risk of stress fractures and accelerates age-related bone density loss, making you more vulnerable to serious injuries from minor falls or missteps. A 12-year study following over 70,000 women found that those who regularly consumed soft drinks had significantly lower bone mineral density in their legs compared to women who avoided these beverages. The researchers concluded that replacing just one soft drink daily with water or unsweetened tea could substantially improve leg bone health over time. Soft drinks also contribute to chronic dehydration despite their liquid form. The caffeine and sugar in these beverages act as diuretics, pulling water from your body's tissues. This exacerbates circulation problems, particularly in your legs, where gravity already creates challenges for healthy blood flow. Now that you understand the 5 major food enemies threatening your leg health, you might be wondering, what can you actually do about it? The good news is that groundbreaking research has identified specific dietary strategies that can not only halt the damage to your legs, but actually reverse many existing problems, regardless of your age. The solution isn't about deprivation or complicated diet plans. It's about strategic substitutions and additions that specifically support the complex structures in your legs. Let me share these powerful yet practical strategies with you now. First, instead of high-sodium processed foods, embrace potassium-rich foods that naturally counteract sodium's effects on your legs. Bananas, spinach, avocados, and sweet potatoes are particularly effective at reducing fluid retention and supporting healthy blood pressure in your leg vessels. A study from the British Journal of Nutrition found that participants who increased their potassium intake experienced a 36% reduction in leg swelling compared to the control group. In place of sugary foods and refined carbohydrates, incorporate antioxidant-rich berries and whole grains that stabilize blood sugar and fight inflammation in your leg tissues. Blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries contain powerful compounds called anthocyanins that strengthen the walls of tiny blood vessels in your legs and improve circulation. Whole grains like oats, quinoa, and brown rice provide steady energy, without the inflammatory spikes and crashes caused by their refined counterparts. To counteract the damage from fried and ultra-processed foods, prioritize healthy fats that support circulation and reduce inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish like salmon, as well as in walnuts and flax seeds, are particularly beneficial for leg health. These foods help reduce inflammation in blood vessels and improve nitric oxide production, which enhances blood flow through the complex vascular network in your legs. Instead of excessive alcohol, hydrate strategically with beverages that actively support leg health. Tart cherry juice has been shown in multiple studies to reduce muscle pain and accelerate recovery, particularly beneficial for leg muscles. Green tea contains catechins that improve vessel function and circulation. And good old-fashioned water infused with circulation-boosting foods like lemon, cucumber, or ginger helps maintain the optimal blood viscosity needed for healthy leg circulation. Replace harmful soft drinks with circulation-enhancing options like beet juice, which naturally increases nitric oxide levels and improves blood flow to leg muscles. A 2022 study in the International Journal of Sports Nutrition found that participants who consumed beet juice experienced a 53% improvement in leg muscle oxygenation during activity compared to the control group. Beyond these substitutions, certain superfood additions can dramatically accelerate leg health recovery. Tart cherries, for instance, contain compounds that reduce muscle soreness and joint pain in your legs. Ginger and turmeric are powerful. anti-inflammatory agents that specifically target the type of inflammation affecting leg veins and arteries. Dark leafy greens provide nitrates that your body converts to nitric oxide, relaxing blood vessels and improving circulation throughout your legs. Imagine waking up without that stiffness in your legs. Picture yourself walking through the grocery store without needing to find a bench halfway through. Envision playing actively with your grandchildren without worrying about how your legs will feel later. These scenarios aren't fantasies, they're realistic outcomes when you implement these strategic dietary changes. I've seen these transformations firsthand. Take Robert, a 72-year-old retiree who had given up his beloved golf game due to leg pain and fatigue. After eliminating the 5 harmful foods and embracing the alternatives I've described, he returned to playing 18 holes within just 6 weeks. "The change in how my legs feel is nothing short of remarkable," he told me. "I had resigned myself to watching golf on TV for the rest of my life. Now I'm back on the course 3 days a week." Or consider Susan, who at 65 had developed painful varicose veins and nearly constant heaviness in her legs. "I was taking pain relievers almost daily just to get through my basic activities," she recounted. After 2 months of implementing these dietary strategies, her pain was gone, and the appearance of her varicose veins had noticeably improved. "My doctor was stunned at the difference," Susan shared. "He asked me what medication I was taking, and he could hardly believe it when I told him I'd simply changed my diet." These aren't isolated cases or rare results. The research is clear. What you eat directly affects your leg health, and making strategic changes can yield dramatic improvements, often in as little as 2 to 3 weeks. As you consider implementing these changes, ask yourself, how would your life improve if your legs felt strong, painless, and reliable again? What activities would you resume? What opportunities would open up for you? The freedom and confidence that come with healthy, properly functioning legs can't be overstated, and they're within your reach. Right now you might be thinking, "This sounds promising, but will it really work for me? Is it too late for my legs?" Let me assure you, your body has remarkable regenerative capabilities at any age. The specialized cells in your leg veins, arteries, muscles, and joints respond quickly to positive dietary changes, regardless of how long they've been subject to damage. A key understanding that brings hope to this situation is that much of the discomfort and limitation you're experiencing comes from inflammation, a process that can be reversed relatively quickly with the right approach. Within days of eliminating inflammatory foods, your body begins to recover. Circulation improves, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to damaged tissues. Pain signals diminish. Energy returns to muscles that have been working inefficiently due to inadequate blood supply. The path forward is simple, though it does require commitment. Begin by systematically eliminating the 5 harmful foods we've discussed. You don't need to make every change at once. Even reducing your consumption of these foods can yield noticeable benefits. Start with the one that features most prominently in your diet, then gradually address the others. At the same time, begin incorporating the beneficial alternatives. Add potassium-rich foods to counteract sodium's effects. Choose whole grains instead of refined carbohydrates. Embrace healthy fats in place of trans fats. Hydrate strategically instead of reaching for alcohol or soft drinks. And add the superfoods that specifically support leg health recovery. Track your progress by noting changes in how your legs feel. Many people report reduced swelling within days, decreased pain within weeks, and significantly improved stamina and strength within a month or 2. Take before and after photos if you have visible varicose veins or swelling. The visual evidence of improvement can be powerful motivation to continue. Remember that consistency matters more than perfection. The occasional indulgence won't erase your progress, but your legs will thrive with an overall pattern of supportive nutrition. And the benefits extend far beyond your legs. The same dietary changes that improve leg health also support your heart, brain, and overall longevity. As you implement these changes, visualize the healthy future you're creating. See yourself moving with ease, participating fully in life, maintaining your independence, and enjoying active years with loved ones. This positive visualization isn't just motivational. It actually reinforces neural pathways that support healing and improved function. Are you ready to take the first step toward healthier, stronger, more comfortable legs? Which of the 5 harmful foods will you tackle first? And which beneficial alternative are you most excited to incorporate? Your journey to better leg health begins with a single decision. The decision to nourish rather than damage these critical supports that literally carry you through life. The changes I've described aren't temporary fixes or band-aid solutions. They address the root causes of leg health problems and set you on a path to not just recovery, but ongoing improvement. As inflammation subsides, circulation improves, and tissues regenerate, you'll experience benefits that extend far beyond your legs. More energy, better sleep, improved mood, and a renewed sense of possibility. This is about more than just physical comfort. It's about reclaiming your independence, protecting your ability to travel, ensuring you can maintain your home without assistance, and preserving your capacity to fully engage with family and community. These aren't luxury goals. They're fundamental to your quality of life as you age. Remember Margaret, who returned to her daily nature walks? 6 months after implementing these dietary changes, she completed a 5-mile charity walk, something that would have been unthinkable during the depths of her leg problems. "I don't just have my walks back," she told me. "I have my confidence back. I make plans without worrying if my legs will cooperate. That freedom is priceless." And Robert, our golfer, he recently took his grandchildren on a walking tour of Washington, D.C., covering miles of museums and monuments without a single complaint from his formerly troublesome legs. "I would have needed a scooter before," he admitted. "Now I'm keeping up with the kids. The change in my quality of life is immeasurable." Your legs are literally your foundation for an independent, active life. They deserve the very best care, and that starts with what you put on your plate. The 5 harmful foods we've discussed are silent saboteurs of your mobility, your comfort, and ultimately your freedom. By replacing them with nourishing alternatives, you're making an investment in your future that will pay dividends every single day. Take this knowledge and put it into action. Start today with just one change, perhaps swapping soft drinks for water infused with lemon and cucumber. Notice how your legs respond over the coming days. Then add another positive change and another. Before long, you'll be experiencing the cumulative benefits of these strategic improvements. Your legs have supported you faithfully for decades. Now it's time to return the favor by giving them the nutrition they need to remain strong, comfortable, and reliable for years to come. The choice is yours, and the power is literally in your hands and on your plate. Don't keep this life-changing information to yourself. Share it with someone you care about who might be struggling with their own leg health. The knowledge you've gained today could help a friend or loved one reclaim their mobility and quality of life too. Your healthier future starts now with your very next meal. Your legs and your future self will thank you for the wise choices you make today.